Sexy secrets for seducing your sweetie. You know how I always do the makeup videos and I always tell you that, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing on this and I don't really know what I'm doing on that? I worked for Playboy for a lot of years and we don't really talk about this, but this is actually stuff I'm good at. So, sexy secrets for seducing your sweetie. Move slowly. Whatever you do, it doesn't really matter. It automatically gets sexier when you move slowly. For instance, you can just take off your glasses. Or you can take off your glasses. So everything done slowly is sexier. Along with moving slowly, move deliberately. Deliberate is sexy. Once again, you can just take off your glasses, or you can, oh, I've got little white fuzzy things everywhere. That's not sexy. Slowly, deliberately, with intent. That'll up the sex factor right there. Tease, play games. Tell him that you're going to be, and actually I shouldn't just say him, tell him or her, whoever your sweetie is. You know, this applies across the board. But I'm used to saying him, so I'm going to say him, and if yours is a her, then that's fine. It's, you know, all the same. Tell them you're going to be cooking dinner wearing nothing but an apron and high heels. Let them know what's coming so they know Valentine's night or your anniversary or whatever, that it's going to be a special occasion, not a surprise. Deliberate. Text them pictures of aprons. Let them choose which apron you're going to wear. Text them pictures of high heels. Let them choose what high heels you're going to wear. Reserve judgment. Sometimes our sweetie does not have the best taste. And if you choose otherwise, tell them slowly and deliberately why you made the selection that you did. They won't care. Give them a sexy strip tease. When you do your sexy strip tease, trust me, you're gonna be nervous. You're gonna feel awkward. You're gonna feel like the world's biggest doofus. Slowly. Do everything slowly. Hold on to stuff. Use your furniture. Grab this, grab that, hold on to this, pose. You don't have to do a big flamboyant striptease number. Nobody expects you to be a professional dancer. It's about the idea that you're doing it just for them. The idea that it's a little bit naughty and it's just for them. So use everything. Pose and hold and pose. And you know that little tummy that's sticking out that you don't like so much? Don't worry about it. They don't care. You're worried about it. Stop. Your sweetie loves you for who you are. Your sweetie knows you have that little belly and knows why you have that little belly and loves your little belly. So don't worry about it. You may not like it, but your sweetie does. Do a sexy lap dance. You know those sexy high heels that you've been wearing, and now you're gonna do that sexy striptease or that sexy lap dance? Get those shoes off. You're gonna put a hole in the furniture, you're gonna put a hole in your sweetie, you're gonna hurt yourself. Get the shoes off. When you go to do that sexy lap dance, get those shoes off. Slowly and deliberately. When you go out to dinner, get that nice dark booth in the back of the restaurant, reach under the table, slip your panties off, and give them to your sweetie. You might want to practice this a few times. Just saying. And if you're really, really, really uncomfortable having no panties on in a public place, wear 2 pairs of panties. Or if you're afraid you might expose yourself in a public place, wear 2 pairs of panties and just slip off the top pair. Your sweetie won't know until you get home, and you'll have time to do a quick change. What? It's all about the mind. Try a different scent. I like something unabashedly romantic. I've been playing with Mermaid perfume, Mermaid number 1, because it smells like orange blossoms, and I love orange blossoms. I think it's like one of the sexiest, most romantic scents. I also love jasmine. I layer the scents on. I love the body oil because the body oil has a slightly different scent to it. It has a little bit of, I don't know, coconut? Something that smells like you're supposed to taste it. And I like that all over because you never know where teeth are going to end up or tongues, and if they have an inkling to taste, that's not so bad. Set the stage. Candles are unabashedly romantic, and dim the lights because bright lights are terrific when you're making a video. But let's face it, we all look better in candlelight. So dim those lights and light some candles and get ready to seduce your sweetie. Let's get some lights back on. Dress in layers. Give them something to take off. All one piece leaves a little less to the imagination. So lots of layers for undressing will stretch the moment out. Stockings. Men love stockings. They're a huge pain in the butt, but they love them. So you do it once a year, you give them the stockings. Accidentally sexy is, I think, way sexier than totally on purpose sexy. As I sit here and totally on purpose sexy, with my belly hanging out and not loving it. Sorry. I'm also unabashedly real. One of my favorite looks to do, and this is very popular, is I will do over the knee socks, because it's winter time, it's cold out there, but I'll wear socks that come up to over my knees, and then I'll have my boots that come up to my knees, and then I'll have on a skirt. So when I'm standing, it just looks like I'm wearing a dress and tights. When I sit down or climb in and out of a car, this much thigh shows. And you know what? A lot of thoughts go through somebody's head when they see this much skin. It's a lot sexier than actually seeing this much skin. makeup. But your makeup for a seduction, trust me. Okay, let's get this shit real up in here. When we're doing a love scene in the movies, we spend 2 hours in the makeup chair getting all this done, and then the director will say, okay, great, now start the love scene, and the actor goes right in for a kiss. First thing that happens is all the foundation comes off from about your nose to your chin and here to here. That's what happens when you make out. So all that foundation comes off, all the lipstick comes off, it all goes on to the other person, who then ends up with this white stuff all around their mouth that's not very sexy. So I recommend as little makeup as possible in this area because it's all going to come off. So you don't want to wear very much foundation. Your sweetie knows what your skin looks like. Your sweetie likes your skin. Don't hide it. Don't put too much makeup on. You might want a foundation that's a little warmer than your usual skin tone. You're just not going to let this look sexy at all, are you? I'm just going to have to, we're just going for comedy. That's all we get. We get comedy. We don't get actual sexy. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what happens to me. I start making out. My nice pale foundation that matches my skin perfectly disappears, and then all of a sudden my face looks white and I'm bright red in this area. So when I choose a foundation that's a little darker than my skin tone, not a lot, just that tiniest little bit, then when it rubs off, it's not quite so obvious. This is the time to use your lip stain, not your lip gloss. Except, of course, if you want to tease. Now, if you want to line your lips and make them absolutely perfect and glossy and shiny and gorgeous, and you want to use them to tease, you know what I mean. Coming all the way in as though you're going to kiss, and then deny them the kiss. Pull back. Don't want to muss me. You can play that angle for a little while. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm all about the tease. Jewelry should be very simple. I prefer no necklace on a romantic night because you want lips right here. You don't want somebody to have to move a necklace to get it out of the way. The earrings should be simple. They should be something that can easily and discreetly be removed so that you don't worry about it. Unless you're capable of making out in earrings, in which case keep them on, but I can't do it. It's like, bleh. Yeah, I know, that's not sexy. What else? You want to give your sweetie the wide angle. Let them see everything as you walk around in your apron and high heels with not a stitch on underneath. You let them get that whole picture from a distance. But it's different when you move in closer. So now, when you're doing the sexy lap dance on the sofa, you can kick those shoes off because they already know you've got the shoes on. And once they're seeing you up close, they're only seeing this much, or this much, or this much. You know, once you get in closer, you don't have to think about all of that so much. Fingers and toes. Pay attention to the details. I haven't done that yet. So I probably shouldn't be talking about it, huh? Make sure your feet are soft. Make sure your skin is soft. This is the time to do your dry brushing and to give yourself a little extra treatment. You want every single part of you to be smooth and soft and scrumptious. Got a cheerleader costume? Wear it. Bikinis from that trip you took to Cancun where you had such a good time? I know it's February. Wear the bikini. The high heels that you feel ridiculous in, that you can't walk in? Wear the high heels. Go for the sluttiest heels you have. Patent leather, 6-inch heel, leopard print, red patent leather, rhinestones. How much tacky can you get in one shoe? That's what you want. If your shoes don't match, that doesn't matter a bit. And everything you do, slowly, deliberately, with intent. Yeah, okay, take 2. This works way better when I have a crew to light everything and shoot it for me. And oh my God, you probably don't want to use fuzzy things that leave hair everywhere, because that is not sexy. Suggest a sexy movie. So what are your favorite sexy secrets for seducing your sweetie? Drop them in the comments down below so that we can all learn. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I love you bunches. Next year, I'm going to think about doing this a lot earlier and get somebody to help me shoot it, because it's just really awkward to do by yourself. I'll show you how to do a sexy lap dance. I'll show you how to do a sexy striptease. But I need a little better production value for that. And you know, a victim I can have on camera. Victim? Conquest.